Bromley is one of the safest boroughs in London. Crime levels have been falling in recent years, and people aged over 65 are less likely than the rest of the population to be the victims of violent crime, burglary or theft. Yet fear of crime, especially for older people like us, can sometimes seem out of proportion to the actual risk, preventing us from living our lives and leading many of us to feel isolated in our own homes. We all want to be able to go out and about as we please, and to feel safe in our homes, without being worried about opportunists, con artists, and antisocial behaviour. In this film, older people, like myself, will show us some of the practical steps we can take to reduce the risk of becoming the victims of crime. If we follow their advice, together with the top tips from the experts, people like the police and other public services, we will feel a lot safer. These are some of the simple things we can do when going out to help keep ourselves, our belongings and homes safe. Most burglars are opportunists, and they look for unlocked doors or open windows to gain entry. Those of us who have a mobile phone can include in our list of contacts details of whom we would like to be contacted in case of an emergency, saved as ICE. It is a good idea not to put everything in one bag or jacket pocket. For example, we can put a small amount of money in a pocket, handy for use. For women, the ideal bag is one with a strap long enough to put across the body, under a coat where practical, or carry the bag close to. For men, wearing a money belt that is not easily visible is a secure place to keep money and other belongings. When wearing jewellery, conceal it with a scarf or clothing, so it is not visible or attracts unwanted attention. To help keep ourselves safe at home or when we are out and about, we should follow the advice and the top tips from the expert.
When you leave home, make sure your doors and your windows are locked and your valuables are kept out of sight. Do not leave keys or identification documents by doors, letterboxes or windows where they can be seen. Don't label keys with your name and address on them. You'll feel and act more confidently if you plan your route in advance, keeping to well-lit and busy areas.
When going away, we will need to cancel the milk, newspapers and other deliveries, as they are signs that the property is empty. Those of us who have a garden should check that there is no easy way to get in and put away garden tools and ladders. It is vital that we mark our belongings, such as televisions, radios, computers and cameras, with an ultraviolet marker pen. If we have valuable items, it is worth taking photographs of them to help identify them in the event of a burglary. We can use a timer to switch lights on and off in different rooms around the house and at various times. For those of us who have alarms, we must make sure we have set them properly. We can ask a neighbour or friend to keep an eye on our home, collect the mail, close and open the curtains, and park on the drive to make it seem like we're still around. There is a range of crime prevention items available to help keep purses or wallets safe while we're out and about.
So what happened then?
I went to the police station and said to them, you know, I have my bag stolen and everything in it was gone.
So they can take what's in the purse and you don't even know?
It's attached to my handbag, yes. So they cannot take it. So when they come and drag it, I can feel it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But you can't hear.
It doesn't matter if I don't hear, I know it makes a noise.
Well,
hello. How are you? Nice to see you.
Come on, come on. coffees, please.
2 coffees. Alright, take a seat and I'll bring them over, alright?
When eating out, we should keep any bags in front of us, and if we want to take our jackets or coats off, make sure we remove our wallet and keep it in front of us.
New Zealand. But she went on working actually doing another one.
When in a restaurant or cafe, we should follow the advice and top tips from the expert.
Don't leave handbags unattended, open or hanging from the rear of a chair. Make sure that your handbag is close to you, within easy reach and within your sight.
When we need cash from an ATM, it is best to use the one inside the bank or in a public place. We should always avoid obvious passwords and keep them and PIN numbers safe. Never write them down. When taking money out of cash machines, we should follow the advice and top tips from the expert.
When you're using an outside cash machine, make sure that you're not distracted by strangers. With your free hand, put it over the top of the keypad to protect the identity of your PIN number.
When waiting for the bus, we should try to wait near other passengers and be aware of other people around us. It is best to have our freedom passes or fare ready for when we board the bus. Once on board, we can sit close to others or the driver and change places if we feel uncomfortable. The majority of young people are considerate of their fellow passengers. We should make sure our handbags or wallets and pockets are closed or zipped up. Remember to keep our belongings with us at all times and don't lose sight of them. We should always be aware of our surroundings, who the other passengers are, and potential situations that might arise.
And Carol.
When we are travelling on the bus or other public transport, we should follow the advice and top tips from the experts.
Be aware of people around you when you're standing at a bus shelter and when you're boarding a bus. And make sure you zip up your bag. Keep your property safe.
Have your fare or pass ready when boarding the bus. Try not to reveal the location of your purse or wallet.
Travel with a friend or if alone, sit near the driver.